You know, there's no such thing as a complete lie. There's always some truth in there. Those who are willing to be vulnerable move among mysteries. That knowledge which stops at what it does not know is the highest knowledge. An over-examination of life can deter you from life itself. Life, unfortunately, doesn't seem to care what we want. Almost nobody dances sober unless they happen to be insane. After all, if you run far enough, no one can catch you. The big lesson in life, baby, is never be scared of anyone or anything. Growth is in a series of mistakes. That's the only way you learn. Most often, you don't own your own mind. You borrow it from society. Make the most of yourself, for that is all there is of you. I'm not going to die. I'm going home like a shooting star. Kendati batasantara kebebasan, dan ketidak pedulian terkadang saru. For any sin, we all suffer. That is why our suffering is endless. Many things are not as they seem. The worst things in life never are. Creating individuality, which creates and protects others' individualities, is good. The nourishment of body is food, while the nourishment of the soul is feeding others. The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking spaces. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. Verily, God does not reward man for what he does, but for what he is. The penalty for procrastination is the loss of hopes and dreams. Feel your emotions, live true your passions, keep still your mind. All I have is all I need, and all I need is all I have in this moment. Great knowledge is universal. Small knowledge is limited. Great words are inspiring. Small words are chatter. Honest is how I want to look. The truth doesn't glitter and shine. The question is not what you look at, but what you see. All religions, arts, and sciences are branches of the same tree. Everything is hard before it is easy. The most dangerous of all falsehoods is a slightly distorted truth. Things joined by profit, when pressed by misfortune and danger, will cast each other aside. Ability will never catch up with the demand for it. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. The smallest light has greater power than the largest darkness. You can't be brave if you've only had wonderful things happen to you. Conformity to the present is invisibility to the future. Let everything be allowed to do what it naturally does, so that its nature will be satisfied. Reason is, and ought only to be the slave of the passions. Doubting your judgments is the beginning of enlightenment. In the end, the world always wins. That's just the way of things. Fix your mind on truth. Hold firm to virtue. Rely on loving kindness, and find your recreation in the arts. The mind is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. I could die for you, but I couldn't and wouldn't live for you. Our attitude toward life determines life's attitude towards us. To have a human form of a joyful thing, but in the universe of possible forms, there are others just as good. I finally figured out the only reason to be alive is to enjoy it. Don't set your goals by what other people deem important. The older I grow, the more I distrust the familiar doctrine that age brings wisdom. Weak people revenge, strong people forgive, intelligent people ignore. Except our own thoughts, there is nothing absolutely in our power. I do not know everything, still many things I understand. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. Where the army is, prices are high. When prices rise, the wealth of the people is exhausted. Be not afraid of going slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. It is only after the deepest darkness that the greatest joy can come. Thoughts become things. If you see it in your mind, you will hold it in your hand. The truth is, like salt, men want to taste a little, but too much makes everyone sick. Time always exposes what you truly mean to someone. Life would be unbearably dull if we had answers to all our questions. It is error alone which needs the support of government. Truth can stand by itself. You don't put your life into your books, you find it there. A clown on a throne is still a clown. A king in rags is still a king. There are few reasons for telling the truth, but for lying, the number is infinite. Being true to yourself is the greatest force to uncover the soul. Anything not worth doing is worth not doing well. Think about it. To truly laugh, you must be able to take your pain and play with it. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. I do not like to repeat successes. I like to go on to other things. I'd rather hear an ugly truth rather than an obscure lie. Politics determines who has the power, not who has the truth. Imagining something is better than remembering something. Over time, hidden truths morph in the dark soil of deceit into something much worse. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. Nothing makes a person happier than having a happy heart. Only those who attempt the absurd can achieve the impossible. Attack where he is unprepared. Sally forth when he does not expect you. Science is organized knowledge. Wisdom is organized life. Sometimes your only available transportation is a leap of faith. There is no saint without a past, no sinner without a future. The skillful employer of men will employ the wise man, the brave man, the covetous man, and the stupid man. The truth is the kindest thing we can give folks in the end. Karma is given, not to those who ask, but to those who ask of nothing. So the important thing in a military operation is victory, not persistence. Ability, experience, and books have solution for all the problems. Forget what hurts you, but never forget what it taught you. If you think you have enough knowledge, you are still ignorant. Always be a learner. I care for no man on earth, and no man on earth cares for me. If it is to your advantage, make a forward move. If not, stay where you are. A star is not honored for its size, but for its light. In the end, you should always do the right thing, even if it's hard. Only those people create history who doesn't live in the future. Everybody stay positive, no matter how negative life gets. Distance sometimes lets you know who is worth keeping and who is worth letting go. Hearing voices no one else can hear isn't a good sign, even in the wizarding world. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. It is hard work and great art to make life not so serious. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. If you are willing to go out on a limb, the tree of life holds endless possibilities. Don't be afraid of death. Be afraid of the unlived life. Do not look for healing at the feet of those who broke you.